Hi everyone, this is B. I'm back with another Sims 4 speed build. It's on the screen right now. I don't know why I was building in this kind of lighting. Oh, there we go, I fixed it. But so this is for the save file that I'm working on. The base game only one. So this house is also base game only. And this house will be one of the starter homes available to anyone who's using the file. This particular one is a one sim starter. I mean, you could do two, it does have a double bed, but because of the amount of space and the seating, I would recommend one sim. But other than that, I'm almost done with the outside here. You'll be able to see what I'm going to be doing with the roof in just a minute. Yep. I put a skylight in this one because I thought it would be cool. And to be fair, it is cool. I don't see it a lot in houses. Maybe I'm just not looking at the right ones. That's certainly possible, but yeah, so the idea of this one was that I wanted it to be a reasonable price. This one costs a little bit less than the last speed build I did, than the other starter home, which is great. It's about 17 or 18,000, I think. In a little bit, you'll see me changing some things out near the end to make it actually that. But so we're just working on the outside. I'm going to be doing that for a little while, so I'm going to move on from the talking about the build to just chatting, because if I don't, otherwise nothing is gonna get done. I mean, I could just talk about it for a long time, but it's a one bedroom, one bathroom place. There's not exactly a lot of detail to go into here. But anyway, hey, how have you guys been doing? I had an interesting time this past week in my life. Still been looking for jobs. There hasn't been anything super great recently. There's been a lot of job postings for being like a trucker, which is not particularly something I want to do. Like, someone needs to do it, but it doesn't really appeal to me and I wouldn't be very happy in it, so there's no point in me doing it. Oh, you can see me struggling with the fence here. I will change it later as well because I just don't like it. I have a really hard time settling on that. But yeah, and I don't feel like I'm asking a lot from the job search I have. I'm literally looking at full-time jobs that I can do. So I don't know about that. Oh, so the floor plan here took me a while to figure out, and I didn't cut it out. So the biggest thing was that I didn't want to put a wall underneath where the skylight would be, because you don't really do that. So I was like, well, I could just put a separate bedroom here, except then when I checked, yeah, that wall it would have to be like that, and that's kind of weird, and it's possible, but it's still kind of weird. And it didn't feel particularly right, so I end up changing it. But anyway, yeah, so I'm in my job search, I'm starting to like look at other options for things. I kind of wish we could do like little bits of diagonal walls somehow. Except not really, but like sometimes it would be a cool aesthetic choice. I don't know. I understand why it's not a thing, but sometimes I wish it was. But, yeah, so it's been honestly pretty frustrating looking for a job. But that's how it goes sometimes, and to be honest, right now isn't exactly a great time to go looking for a job anyway. Given that so many people are out of jobs and there's such high competition. It is what it is. So here I was trying to decide where I was putting the kitchen and where I was putting the living room. I already knew that this little segment to the right was where I was putting the bedroom. So I wanted to make sure that everything was all set. I did spring for slightly nicer appliances here. Just because they make a big difference, and I didn't want to... I don't particularly care for the style of some of the cheaper ones, which if I'm making a build that's supposed to look super cheap, then like it works, but I wasn't, so I didn't. I did use move objects when building this, which is cool. I mean, it's just a thing. Some people use it and some people don't. I think most things should be okay if you place it without. I don't know about this radio or this plant. But we'll find out. I guess if you place it without. I don't know. I was trying to make it be like a little bit nice, not like super cluttered. I still wanted to leave lots of room for people to personalize it. But I didn't really want to leave it just completely empty. There aren't any pictures on the wall or anything. But I'm just now realizing that couch may be too far over and your Sims may not be able to get in there. I think it should be fine. I think there's enough space. But I'm not sure now. Well, anyway, so I wanted to make sure there were a couple of basics in here. So like there's that TV, there's a computer here. Yeah, I replaced that TV with a cheaper one. And I just, yeah. There's the clunky computer, just because computers are super helpful in The Sims. There aren't a ton of skill building items, but I feel like there are enough. There's the computer, there's the kitchen, when we get to the backyard, you'll see me put in some gardening pots. Oh yeah, no, there should be space because that couch is slightly smaller, I think. I put an easel on the back porch. So there aren't it's not like there's a ton of skill building items, but there are a good number for a starter house like this. I also enjoyed the color scheme with this. I know it's probably a bit more colorful than a lot of people like, but I mean, I for one enjoy colors in builds. I know a lot of people enjoy more monochromatic schemes, but colors just they look nice, and I don't mind using grays and stuff. So like I use the gray and the blue in the kitchen. So here I'm realizing my budget is rapidly running out, and you can see that in the top left corner. And I didn't want to make a build where it was just a bunch of... You move in and you have 10 extra simoleons. I mean, there's nothing wrong with builds like that. I'm pretty sure the last build I did was more along those lines. I'm just... didn't feel it was the right choice for this particular build. It is what it is. With this outdoor furniture, I always get the end table and the table mixed up because they look so similar in the catalog, but I got it figured out. So here I made the yard smaller just so I could save money on the fences. I'm still not using debug landscaping. So that way you can sell some of the landscaping if you want for a little bit of extra money. Yeah, so I replaced the columns here because the columns were a lot of money and I wanted to get that nice and done and help with the money. I mean, it's still not great, but I think this ends up being about where the final count is. Yeah, so there's... yeah. I wanted it to look nice, but I didn't want it to be... you have 20 simoleons left after you buy this place. There's plenty of space to make this your own. On the walls, you can definitely expand it. It is on a 20 by 15. It's on one of the smallest lots. This was originally built on Oak Alcove in Newcrest. We're on to the screenshots. In my save file, this will be renamed. And it's on my gallery under the name of 120 Bridgeview, I believe. And my gallery name should also be Little Miss Honeybee, no spaces. But other than that, we're just about done here. So I'm gonna duck out and leave you to finish this off and watch the rest of the screenshots by yourself. Bye!